Hey, what's going on, guys? It's FPL Yusuf here, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going over my Game Week 33 FPL Challenge team. We're going to take a quick look at how we got in Game Week 32, and we did have a very, very good game week, maybe our best one of the season so far. We'll take a look at what the upcoming challenge is for Game Week 33 and the team that I've picked around that challenge as well. So I do hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Okay, welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today on my YouTube channel for another video. So let's just jump straight into a little quick game week recap of 32 and how we got on. So like I said in the intro, it was probably our best game week of the season so far. We finished on 94 points and we got an overall game week rank of 1,500, which was massive for us. So, overall, the Newcastle boys just had such a field day. If you own them on your FPL team, on your FPL challenge team, you're probably going to end up having a good week. So we'll start off with the defense first. Nick Pope, 15 points. Lost a clean sheet in the first game, but made a penalty save in the second one. So it sort of balanced itself out in the end. So massive, massive returns from him. Livramento obviously got 8. Again, clean sheet in the second one. Unfortunately, not to keep a clean sheet in the first one, but these things happen. Cucurella was very unlucky, actually. Not only did they lose the clean sheet, but he actually had a goal ruled out. So he could have ended, even though despite losing the clean sheet, he could have ended up on a good sort of 6, 7, 8 points as well. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed with him, but it was the midfield where the points really came from. Harvey Barnes in particular, 3 goals over the game week. Finished on a massive 27 points. Jacob Murphy getting a massive haul himself with 19. Goal, couple of assists in there as well. Isak did get a return finally. He got his goal in the second game week. Over the amount of goals that Newcastle scored, I think I was a little bit disappointed, as a lot of us were, not to get more from him. But, return with the captaincy is never a bad thing. Mateta was the only one that kind of let the team down a little bit. Again, it was another sub before half time. And to be honest with you, I'm just looking at Mateta now thinking, I don't know if his place is guaranteed. I don't know why, because if you're losing the game, I don't know why you take off your best striker, because he's probably the best way back into the game. But yeah, he is. One time you can sort of let it go, but this is becoming a repetitive thing now where Crystal Palace are getting beaten quite heavily by half time. They seem to use him as the scapegoat to bring off. So I'm not really too sure what's going on with that. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on that. But overall, like I said, it was a fantastic game week, 94 points. That takes us on a green arrow up to I think we're about 3.5k now. So we're trying to push. I don't know where we're going to finish this season, but we're going to try and aim to get as high as possible. And fingers crossed, this coming game week can be another green arrow and push us further towards maybe that top 1,000 mark. Right, so the challenge for game week 33 is the West London derby, and it is Chelsea and Fulham players will get double points. Now, for my initial draft so far, as you can see on screen, I haven't actually gone for that many. Only one player from either of the clubs, and that is Bernd Leno in goal. Now, my biggest thing is I'm not really too sure how this game goes. I don't think it'll be a high scoring one. To be honest with you, I think if anyone's going to keep a clean sheet, I'd actually put my money on Fulham, seeming that they are the home team. So that's why I've gone for Bernd Leno in goal. There was a possibility to go for Anthony Robertson, but I kind of wanted to go to the midfield, so it left me with only one defender, and I didn't want to double up on Fulham. So we've gone for Bernd Leno in goal. Obviously, he will get the double points from this game week, so he's fine. The defender I've gone with, I've actually gone for an Arsenal defender. I've gone for William Saliba. Now, I do think Arsenal are going to rotate, and it's very hard to predict on who's going to play. However, I think if you are, whether it be your main FPL team, FPL Challenge, you're looking for a player from Arsenal who's going to play this double, I think Saliba's safe, I think Kiwior's safe, and I think David Raya would be safe. So I've gone for William Saliba. I've got 2 fixtures. On paper, they've got the best double. They've got Ipswich away, then followed by Crystal Palace at home. And Crystal Palace at home is right before, obviously, a couple of days later, they have an FA Cup semi-final, so you could expect to see rotation from both teams in that, as Arsenal will have the Champions League semi-final the week after. So, yeah, I think Saliba's probably the most safest for me, which is why he's in there. The 2 midfielders now, Mo Salah obviously just playing a single game week, but it is against Leicester, so he is definitely going to be in there. The second midfield I've gone for, right now, it is Bukayo Saka, and I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to stay with him. He has got my captaincy armband. On my main team, I'm looking at getting Mikel Merino in, but on FPL Challenge, obviously, Saka, if he does play the games, he's Arsenal's best attacker, no doubt about it. I just worry about his minutes, because obviously Arsenal do have the game against PSG. I think it's between game week 35 when they play the 29th of April. So we've got about 2 weeks till that game kicks off. The good thing for Arsenal is they don't play in 34, so they will have a rest over that weekend. So to be honest with you, if there's one player who could theoretically play the minutes, it is probably Bukayo Saka. I just wonder if they will be a little bit more cautious around his minutes, as he's not too long just come back from injury. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But right now, he is in my team and he is the captain. And obviously up front, another doubler is Omar Marmoush, City's only fit striker. I think he's playing terrifically, at the moment. He's on a really good run of form. City, they're not the in the best at the moment. They haven't been all season. You know, they've been a little bit iffy here and there, which is why I haven't gone for any defenders. But I do think that they will create chances. I do think Marmoush, you know, if he does get them, he's actually quite a good finisher. So yeah, he's also the final piece of the team. Captaincy choice is currently on Saka, like I said, but it could be between him or Saka. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I will be back later today with the final team selection video around my FPL challenge team, so stay tuned for that. I'll go over some key questions surrounding, you know, just the final sort of ask before the deadline. I'll go over what my current transfer plans are and the updated ones. I have made one transfer already, and we'll also look at some clean sheet odds, some goal scoring odds, and a whole lot more in depth. So stay tuned for that. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.